Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last family meeting of 2025. We've got quite a few hammer presentations to do today. That's kind of like the main thing that we're going to be doing. And I won't take too long, so I know all the different grades probably have something planned, so I'm hoping not to interfere too much with that. Just as a reminder, when we're up here, okay, when we're in here, we're focused on the person that is speaking, right? Because it's not easy to get up here, okay? People chicken out all the time when they say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And all of a sudden they come in, they see this, and they're like, no way. All right, I got teachers that chicken out. They don't want any parts of this. All right, so it's not easy. So we want to be respectful to the people who are speaking. They're speaking from the heart, so we want to give them that respect and appreciation for what they're doing. And one day it might be you up here, and you would want that. Or one day it may be somebody up here speaking about you, and you would want to make sure that you're locked into what they're saying. So the expectations here is that we just take this time to get together, recognize the good in each other, and have a good way to end 2025 before we head into the holiday and get ready for the grind when we come back. Right? So first thing I would like to do right now is to congratulate, we had the VFW Patriot Pen Essay Contest. Okay, and Katie, where are you at? Kenley Huber? Are you here today, Kenley? Oh, there you are. All right, so Kenley won first place in that essay contest. So just want to do it Every year, the VFW also does a Teacher of the Year contest. And so, we good? We good? I don't know what that is. I don't know lessons.
Kung Fu, man.
Huh?
Kung Fu.
So every year the VFW does a Teacher of the Year contest. Last year's VFW Teacher of the Year was Ms. D'Amato, and she won our School Teacher of the Year this year. So I don't know if there's any sort of statistics on that, but this year the VFW Teacher of the Year is Mr. Morganwick. So we'll give him a I mean, you've been here about, what, 6 or 7 years, right? Something like that. So it should be time for you to get one. We also had a couple students who wanted to say a few words. So I'm going to call up Ava and London.
Mr. Broomhead is a gift to me because his class makes me laugh. He brings a smile to my face and overall is a great person. Being in his class makes me understand ELA more. I would also like to shout out Mrs. Rosenberger because every morning I walk into school, she greets me with a hug, a smile, and a good morning. Thank you for listening.
Dr. Warner is the gift to me because even though she tries to act tough, she's like the sweetest teacher I have. She's funny and she's actually really lenient, which is surprising. And she's my favorite teacher.
Mr. Broomhead was basically the devil last year to this 8th grade class who was in 7th grade. And now he's getting 2 years. And now he's getting shout-outs, so a lot of changed hearts. Next, I'd like to call Teresa Norris, who would like to say a few words.
I'd like to shout out Dr. Horner because she's one of the nicest teachers I've met. When I need help on a project or if my grade isn't up to my standards, I know that I can go to her and ask her about anything I need. I'm also thankful for Nurse Jenna for helping me with more ways than one. When I'm stressing or hurt, I know that she can help me, even if it just means talking to me to calm me down. Last but not least, I'm grateful for Mrs. Carver. Over the last marking period, she has helped me with high school applications, she has given me opportunities to participate in student council events, and she has helped me work out some of my stress. Thank you.
Next up, Sanaya and Olivia Bergazzi. Are you here? Oh, conveniently.
I got her sister right here if you want.
That sounds like chicken out.
I want to give a shout out to Mr. Broomhead because he is funny and I love his class. I'm always excited for his class. I have a lot of friends in my class, but he knows how to deal with us. He knows how to joke with us as well. I'm so glad I have such a fun teacher. It's not just fun. I also learn a lot from him and his class, and that's why I'm giving a shout out to him. Thank you for listening.
Maybe you try to hide. Now you got it. Now you already seen it out. Bergazzi, come on out. Come on out. Come on. Come on. You're gonna come up with Amy Angioli, who's coming up too. Not you, Aslan. Did you want to say something? The mayor of I can't let the mayor of Attales not say something. You want to say something? All right, hold on.
Okay, so I would like to give a shout out to Ms. Kamak because she is like probably the most nicest language art teacher ever. She always helps me and gives me guided notes on everything, and she's always like she's really kind and everything, and I really do respect that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for Ms. Kamak. You are a really great teacher. Thank you for everything.
Thanks for stepping up after Olivia chickened out. Something tells me if I were to ask your brothers if you have a problem speaking at home, they would probably tell me no. All right. Ava Angioli for our last hand. Actually, she also has something else she wants to say.
Okay, so I'm going to start off with my shout-outs. First, I do not have this written down here, so if I stutter, just leave me alone. Okay, so first I would like to shout out Miss Walk and Mr. Deepak, who are very much alike, always giving me advice for things that I need advice for. Sometimes I don't listen, and sometimes I do. They're both just really amazing teachers, and I really appreciate them, and I'm so grateful for them. And yeah, okay.
All right, just a few things I wanted to thank is the 8th grade team for the Dickens Fest, and anybody who was contributed to that. I know Carly was involved in that, the gym teachers with the dancing, and if I'm missing somebody, I apologize. But the Dickens Fest, how many years has the Dickens Fest been here? 23? All right. So a long time. So you 8th graders, you were part of history, right? Part of the legacy of athletes. 7th grade, I think all the rest of you guys got to watch it. And when you get to 8th grade, you get to participate in that. It's unique. It's unique. And sometimes things that are unique have a way of sticking with us. All my kids did it when they were here. It's a cool thing, and it's in a world where everybody and everything is trying to rush kids to grow up and do adult stuff and this, that, the other thing. That day for me when I watched that is kids just being kids. Participating in something innocent and fun. And, if you were to try to do that in most middle schools, hey, you're going to do some old school dancing, and you're going to play games that are old, and you're going to stand in the foyer and sing Christmas carols or holiday carols. I would imagine that you'd get a million eye rolls in no way at any other middle school. But you guys did it, and it was interesting to see kids who've been a pain in my butt for 4 years up there belting it out and dancing around like they were, whoever was a great dancer, Justin Timberlake. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So it's for me as an old person watching that, it's just, you know, it harkens back to a different time that unfortunately is rare these days, where kids can just be kids and not have to worry about other stuff. So thank you, 8th grade team, for doing that. You know, we had a bunch of kids get up here and talk today, and we had a few that chickened out. And those of you that talked, oh, we have one more? Oh, you weren't on my list.
I'm thankful for Mr. Kehoe and Mr. Batman / Mr. Burns because they're both really nice, and Mr. Kehoe has better humor. But Mr. Kehoe has better humor. I'm thankful for Mrs. Keeney because she's my teacher and teaches me really intense math. My last shout out is my nephew Richard. Richard is really Richard is really scared of me, but he stands up for me whenever someone messes with me. Bye y'all, and thank you.
Richard, get up here. You're gonna get a picture with you. That's going to be front and center on school social media. Yeah, that's the big set. Look at that. Look at that. Nice picture. Yeah. That's the idea. Smile. No, we got to keep staying until you smile. I need to smile. So, getting back to the people that spoke, were you nervous? Right? It's scary, right? Now that it's done and over with, do you feel like good that you did it? Right? So, again, it goes back to that no growth in the comfort zone type thing. When you only do things that don't make you scared, you never get to experience what they're experiencing now after getting up here and speaking from the heart and letting somebody know how they're inspiring them or how they made a difference in their life or why they think they're a gift in their life or giving them the hammer, right? So, yeah, it's scary to be up here. It is scary to be up here. Even for me, it is scary to be up here and talk in front of all these people, right? But we try to make this a different, a unique environment at a middle school where kids who aren't comfortable speaking can just get just enough courage to be able to stand up here and say a few words, right? So if you're scared to ever speak up here, understand that everybody that speaks up here is scared. The teachers are scared. It's a scary thing. But when it's over and done with and you've climbed that mountain and you're on the other side, you get to experience that gift of giving a piece of yourself to somebody else, right? And that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. That sticks with you, right? And it sticks with the person who receives that gift, right? So, you know, yes, it's scary, but sometimes you got to do scary stuff, right, to get better or to experience life to its fullest. You know, and then the other thing is, I think she didn't write anything down, right? So it's okay to get up here and have some notes and then just speak in the moment. Right? I've been here 8 years, so I've done a bunch of these family meetings, and every time I try to leave with some words that will at least stick with people for a little bit, that they can think about. And before here, I did it somewhere else, right? So, and then, you know, lots of times I give graduation speeches, right? So, you know, probably hundreds of times I've had to get up and talk and speak, right? And I heard an old Irish priest say one time about that an old lady said, in terms of reading the homily, which is what the priest says at the Mass, right? And sometimes, unfortunately, they read it And the old Irish lady said, glory be to God, if he can't remember it, how does he expect us to? Right? So when I speak, I try to not read. Okay? I never like read a speech, right? Because I want the moment to have an impact on me, right? There might be something that pops up that I didn't have written down that I want to say, right? So when you get up here, it's okay to have just some notes about what you want to talk about and let the moment maybe give you some inspiration, right? So one of the things in terms of that closing thought, just to chew on, that I really enjoy is my walk to work and home, especially when it's dark, and especially when it's cold, and especially when nobody's around. I'm not saying I don't like people, but it's on my list. They're on my list. Because it's just me. It's me, my thoughts, and being a parent, being principal of the school, right? Being just a person myself, right? So there's a million things going through your mind, life's problems, obstacles, different things that come up and things like that. And those walks for me, I'm going to just take a breath, right? And so, I try to listen to things that I don't listen to music, I was trying to listen to like either, something with my faith or a book or some relaxing music so that I can just kind of get in the zone. So knowing that I do that coming in here, and Miss Carver, I still have like my, Monday vibes sometimes. Like imagine if I didn't do that, like how rough it would be. But this holiday season, I don't know if there's an app called a Hallow app, and there's a bunch of other apps that probably have something similar, but, so I've been listening to this, I forget exactly what it's called, but anyway, it's not really the point. I went on a nice long walk in the woods, the wildlife refuge this weekend, because Saturday I was sick and nobody even cared. I was on my deathbed, I thought I wasn't going to make it, I was writing my own eulogy. And Sunday morning I woke up, felt like $1 million and said, all right, I'm going out and walking until I almost pass out. So I'm walking and there was something that came on in this tape. And it comes from a book that I'm going to go get called the Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. Because that's what this world is. It's a lot of hurrying to get one place to another. You got to get this done, and when this gets done, you got something. The next thing's got to get done, right? A few family meetings back, maybe a few years back, I read something called "Enjoy the While," which was a poem that essentially means everybody thinks that life's going to begin when this next thing is accomplished. Right? Like when I can't wait till I get to high school. I can't wait till I get to college. I can't wait till I get my first job. I can't wait till I get my whatever it is. And then at the end of the road, you realize that all of those little moments, that was the life. That was the living. That's where you were supposed to be enjoying the while, enjoying the moment, right? And so this ruthless elimination of hurry is kind of that thing, like enjoy the moment that you're at, right? And so Chris Pratt, who's the Guardians of the Galaxy guy, and he's probably watched other movies, but he was the one that was doing this particular podcast thing, and he said a quote, and it just, boom, as soon as it hit me, I was like, that's what I need to commit that to memory, because when those stressful moments, or good moments, or whatever, even a moment like this, I can stop and pause and follow what that is saying, and the quote was, slow down, like when you get caught up in the hustle and bustle and you're just moving and you're not appreciating the moment. Slow down, breathe, come back to the moment, receive the good as a gift, and accept the hard as a pathway to peace. And that just really stuck with me, because there's lots of times, even in this moment, like if we just slowed down, took a breath, come back to this moment here. Receive the good as a gift. Look at the good that is here. Look at all the great people that are here. The great things that were said. If we were, thinking about something else, or what am I going to eat for dinner, or what am I getting my mom for Christmas, or what am I going to get for Christmas, or and you missed all of that, right? You missed the gift, right? So even in the hard times, right? And as you get older, you'll experience hard times, and if you haven't already, but even in those hard times, there's blessings in those hardships. When I look back on my life, the things that were the most challenging, you know, and I've had some tough things. You know, I lost my brother, I lost my dad, you know, some health things that were scary, right? But all of them put me in this moment in time, standing here, speaking to you, hopefully giving somebody something to think about over the break, right? So they all make us who we are. And it's good, and I have to remember to do this more than probably anybody, to, even in those hard moments, to accept those hardships as a pathway to ultimately having a peaceful life. Because you can't get away from it. And if you're just anxious or trying to always avoid and this, that, you're not going to get through to the peace side, right? So accept the hard as a pathway to peace. Receive the good in the moment as a gift, right? Slow down, breathe, and come back to the moment. And so for you, especially the older folk in this room, you know, it starts to hit a little bit more when you start thinking about, like, I was talking to my daughter last night. She's going to be 23 in the summer. I'm like, wait a minute. I was literally just changing her diaper like a couple weeks ago, and now you're 23 years old. Like, it just flies by. There's no do-overs. There's no going back, right? So if you look at 8th grade and 5th and 6th grade, probably doesn't hit you, right? This might be kind of over your head a little bit, but when you look at 8th grade, you guys are done. 2 market period, you're done. It's it, right? It's all this like nice, fun, innocent middle school life that you know now it's over, right? Now you go to high school, and unfortunately, it's different. Your life will not be the same. Your world will not be the same when you leave here, right? And you can never go back to this time, right? So take that moment to pause and enjoy the moment, or accept the hardship as a pathway to peace, right? Or if there's something that you want to tell somebody that, you know, they've helped you in some way, and you didn't have the moment to do it, take the moment to do it. Because once it's gone, you're over with it, right? And as you get older and you start having kids, it gets even more scary. You know, now I'm getting close to the end of my career, and I'm like, well, what happens to my life then? Like, this is all I know, right? So slow down, breathe, come back to the moment, receive the good as a gift, and accept the hard as a pathway to ultimate peace, right? I wish everybody a happy holiday. And as I say, each time we have this, okay, because I am blessed to go home to an amazing family, and I'm very blessed to do that. Not everybody is. So if you go home, you're having a tough time, and things are hard, remember that when you walk through those doors, there are people here who care about you, all right? So everybody, happy holidays. Enjoy today. I don't want anybody in my office. That's a decree from the Burgermeister Burger. If you don't know who he is, you gotta look him up. No toys. All right, 8th grade, you guys are staying here.